Hello, my dear students. Good morning. I hope you are well and healthy, happy and comfortable. We have here reading one course. Today we have reading 4, page 111. Uh, this reading is about a young girl who starved her nearly to death. Before we read the passage, I'd like to give you two pieces of advice. The first one is related to your health. You have to stay at home to keep yourselves safe, well, and healthy. Um, don't mix with other people. Don't shake hands. Don't touch other people. Don't draw near other people. This is the first piece of advice. The second piece of advice is related to your studies. In order to study well and to do your homework well, you have to use your time wisely. Time is precious, and you have to use it very wisely. Don't waste your time. Don't deliver your files very late. Try to keep to be in time so that you will get high marks and raise your academic level. And this is, very important for you in the short range and in the long range. Now we'll turn to read the passage. John is 14 years old, a bright student, and suffering from self-imposed starvation. She has anorexia nervosa. Anorexia means without appetite, and nervosa means of nervous origin. One morning, 6 months ago, John looked at herself in the mirror and decided she needed to lose a few pounds. Then, 5 feet 3 inches tall and weighing 110 pounds. She presently weighs 81 pounds and is in the hospital, where she is undergoing psychiatric treatment and being fed intravenously. This is the first paragraph. We move to the next paragraph, the second paragraph. What happened to her? What happened to John? Why has she ruthlessly starved herself to death? Nearly to death. John is a typical anorexic, an adolescent girl who refuses to eat for the purpose of rebelling against pressures imposed upon her by the adult environment. Family members, sometimes the father, sometimes the mother, sometimes both, require her to achieve more than they have in their lives. In her mind, school unites with her family. They push her forward. Submissive for years, what does she finally do? She refuses food, saying no to the two forces that are pushing her forward. Instead of growing into a mature woman, she holds back her growth, her physical growth, by self-imposed starvation. In fact, she regresses to childhood, to the stage when she lacked nerves, she lacked curves. No one expected much from her, and she has, been dependent on her adults who give her love and approval without demanding anything from her in return. Anorexia nervosa, formerly not recognized as a disease, has become common, has become a phenomenon among adolescent girls. Today, the cure is prolonged treatment by a psychiatrist who initiates a discussion among family members and the patient to determine the causes and the cure and ways of curing, eliminating them in the future. After reading the passage, now we turn to the first exercise. The first exercise is a review. Here we have recognizing main ideas and supporting details. The first question is, what is the main purpose of paragraph number 1? Is it, of course, to A, define and describe anorexia, B, tell what caused John's starvation, C, give John's past and present weight, D, suggest a cure to anorexia nervosa. Of course, it gives a definition. Yes, describe, number A. Number 2, the main idea of paragraph 2 is A, anorexic is most likely to be an adolescent. B, an anorexic is in rebellion against pressures in her environment. C, John regressed to childhood. D, John's parents wanted her to succeed. Number 2 is, of course, the answer here is B, is a rebellion against pressures from her in her environment. It is a rebellion against the pressures, forces in her environment. Number 3, the main idea of paragraph 3 is A, an anorexic can cure herself. B, the family of an anorexic must agree to seeing a psychiatrist. C, the cure of anorexia involves time, discussion, and professional help. D, anorexia is now considered as a disease. The first here we have, if you take the first sentence, it has become a disease, right, as recognized. Number 4, list the details in paragraph 2 that support the main idea. And the first one we have here is the adolescent girl rebels against society, against the two forces, against family and against the school. She wants to return to childhood. She wants to receive love and approval from adults without anything in return. Uh, Number 5, here we have describe John before and after she developed anorexia nervosa. At first, previously she was bright, happy and healthy. Later on, we have she is ill and she has lost weight and she is nearly dying. We turn to the second exercise, detailed comparison. Respond to the following questions according to the nature of each item. Number 1, what is anorexia nervosa? Anorexia nervosa is self-imposed starvation of nervous origin. Number two, self-imposed means A. Fool oneself, B. Starve oneself, C. Force oneself, D. Impress oneself. The answer is self-imposed means force oneself. All right. Number three, the root of anorexia nervosa is A. Lack of appetite, B. Psychological problems, C. Adolescence, D. Physical deficiencies. The root is, of course, psychological problems. Number four, the prefix intra means A. Without, B. Withdraw, C. Withhold, D. Within. Intra means within. Give another word beginning with intra. Intra, we have intra language. Intra language. Number six, give another word like self-imposed. We have self-imposed, self-defense, self-defense, self-imposed. Number seven, give a word like undergoing using the prefix under. We have undergoing, undercover, under mine, mine, yes, undermine, undergo, and so on. Number eight, a true or false. Excessive pressure from parents can destroy their children, their children's health. Yes, that's true. And we have John as an example. Number nine, a true or false. John wanted to become a young child again. How did you get your answer? It is, of course, stated. Yes, it was stated. So she wants to return. We can also say that it is implied in a way. Number 10. Against what two forces did John rebel? John rebelled against the force of the family and the force of school. Number 11. Anorexia nervosa is currently recognized as A. Mystery, B. Cure, C. Disease, D. Regression. And now it is recognized as a disease. Number 12. The cure for anorexia nervosa is A. Forced feeding, B. Psychiatric treatment, C. Intense discussion, D. We have dependence upon the family. Yes, the answer is here. We have here is initiating. We have psychiatric treatment, and it involves discussion. Finally, we have here C. Vocabulary work. We look for synonyms for underlined words. For each underlined word in the following phrases, choose the alternative. It is closest in meaning. Yes. Number one, a bright student. Bright means A. Shiny, B. Brash, C. Intelligent, D. Inferior. Bright means intelligent. Number two, ruthlessly starved herself. Ruthlessly means A. Mercilessly, B. Carefully, C. Intensely, D. Rarely. we have ruthlessly. It means A, mercilessly. Number 3, a mature woman means A, matronly, B, intelligent, C, thoughtful, D, grown up. The answer here, mature means grown up. Number 4, fed intravenously means intravenously means A, in the veins, B, simultaneously, C, forcefully, D, on the surface. Intravenously means A, in the veins. Now we have number 5, submissive girl. A, substitute, B, obedient, C, tame, D, rebellious. And submissive here means obedient. Yes. Number 6, regresses to childhood. Regresses means A, returns, B, yearns, C, turns away, D, forces. Regresses means returns. Number 7, dependent upon adults. Dependent means A, relying, B, disputing, C, insignificant, D, dependent. Dependent here means relying. Number 8, formerly not recognized. Formerly means A, fondly, B, previously, C, only, D, formerly. Formerly means previously. Right. Number 9, initiates a discussion. Initiates means A, initials, B, begins, C, continues, D, imitates. Initiates means B, begins. Number 10, she lacked curves. Lacked means A, lost, B, liked, C, didn't have, D, detested. She lacked means she didn't have. Now we have come to the final exercise, exercise D, vocabulary building. I leave this exercise for you to do it by yourselves. It is related to here we have we have specialist doctors relating to different types of specialties. So you can do it by yourselves. If you find any difficulty, you can look any item in a good English dictionary. For the moment, we have come to the end of this lecture. If you have any questions, please let me know. I'll be glad to help you. And thank you. Goodbye. See you next lecture.